Very good morning, student. Today we are going to perform the pharmaceutical inorganic chemistry practical, BPharm first year. Aim preparation of inorganic compound, that is ferrous sulfate. Okay. Experimental setup required for practical, glassware and chemicals. In glassware, glass rod, measuring cylinder, beaker, test tube, etc. Chemicals, iron or iron filling, dilute sulfuric acid and water. Okay. So in theory, here ferrous sulfate is a greenish or yellow-brown crystalline solid. Okay. So in primary hazard, now it is very threat to the environment. So immediate steps should be taken to limit the spread. So it can be used for the sewage treatment as well as in fertilizer ingredient. Ferrous sulfate is a type of iron. Okay. You normally get iron from the foods that you eat. Okay. When your body iron become a part of your hemoglobin and myoglobin. Okay. Hemoglobin carries oxygen through your blood to tissues and different organ in your body. And myoglobin that will help your muscle to build and to cell to store oxygen. Okay. So ferrous sulfate is an essential body mineral. So ferrous sulfate is used to treat iron deficiency. Okay. That is anemia. Okay. So let's turn toward the practical section. Okay. So here is the reaction. You can see that ferrous sulfate is formed by reaction of iron when excess of dilute sulfuric acid is taken. And as you added the excess dilute sulfuric acid, the effervescence comes out after addition of sulfuric acid. Okay. And it is also known as green vitriol. Okay. This is the practical section for the preparation of inorganic pharmaceutical ferrous sulfate. Okay, so as we know, the ferrous sulfate is a greenish or blue greenish in color, also yellow brown crystalline solid. Okay, so for this we require iron filling dilute sulfuric acid. Okay, so the already weigh is 2 gram of iron filling. Okay, so here it is. Okay. And now we require the dilute sulfuric acid. Okay, so in theory, you know how the formation of ferrous sulfate occurs. Okay, after the evaporation of H2 gas. Okay, so let's see. So we have to take the 25 ml of dilute sulfuric acid. In that, we have to add the iron filling. Okay, that is 2 gram iron filling we have to add in the 25 ml dilute sulfuric acid. Then we are going to heat this solution. Okay, to boil. After boiling, we will see the effervescence. Okay, this is nothing but this is the effervescence of H2 gas. Okay, we have to heat or boil this solution till all the effervescence comes out or till the effervescence stops. Okay, as the effervescence stop means the our final product, that is the ferrous sulfate, is prepared because the presence of H2 gas is already there. Okay, till that we have to boil. So now we start with the dilute sulfuric acid. We have to take 25 ml of dilute sulfuric acid. So dilute sulfuric acid. Add this 25 ml dilute sulfuric acid in. Okay. As our next procedure is to keep this dilute sulfuric acid for boiling. Okay, so this is dilute sulfuric acid. Okay, for boiling. As it starts boiling, okay, as it starts boiling only,
add the iron filling into that. Okay. Okay. You can see the solution starts boiling. Okay. Now we have to slowly add this iron filling. So you can see this effervescence. So this is nothing but the release of hydrogen. Okay. As there is release of hydrogen. Okay. The starting of ferrous sulfate. Okay. You have to add it. This is a release of hydrogen. Okay. So this is the release of hydrogen. You can see this is the release of hydrogen. Okay. As I'm adding this iron filling or iron powder in this solution. Okay. It starts liberating this H2 gas. Okay. So H2 is liberated. That means in theory, you know that as the H2 is liberated, your ferrous sulfate is started to form. Okay. I can see this. This is a liberation. Okay. Okay. So we have heated until till all the H2 gas is lower. So there is no effervescence. So we have to urgently and immediately filter off this product. Okay. Okay. Why we are immediately filtered off this product? Because whatever the impurities, okay, whatever the impurity present or unreacted filling, iron filling is present, it is a the impurity will present on the filter paper. Now here you can see this much impurity was there. Okay. Now the filtrate is your product. Okay. So now we have to concentrate it and cool it. Okay, we have to again heat it and concentrate. Then we have to cool it. Okay, after cooling our final product. Okay, you can see the color of this liquid. Okay, so according to you can also judge the color of your product. Okay, I have told you that it is a greenish or blue, greenish in color or yellow brown like color. Okay, so I will put for it concentration and then for cooling. Okay. Okay. After cooling, so you can see this product at the bottom. Okay. So I'm going to filter out this. You can after filtration, you can see this final product. Okay, which is greenish in color. Okay. Okay. After drying, you can see this final product. This is a ferrous sulfate. Okay. Filtered off, concentrated, then cooled. Got this product after clear data. Okay. Now we will weigh this compound. So finally, you can see the weight of this final product, that is ferrous sulfate, is 1.33. So this is your practical yield for the practical for preparation of inorganic compound, okay, of your ferrous sulfate. This is your final product. You have to pick it and fill it in polythene pouch and label it accordingly. Okay. So thank you.
Okay. Finally, here is result. So likewise, you have to write the result, the compound, ferrous sulfate structure, chemical formula, FeSO4, 700 molecule, melting point, 70 degrees Celsius, molecular weight or mass, 151 gram per mole, practical yield, okay, that is 1.30 gram. Okay, so finally, you can say that the ferrous sulfate was prepared on laboratory scale and submitted. Okay, so thank you.